plan to deal with job loss. So that, even if you lose your job, you don't run out of money. We have been hearing reports of mass layoffs at major technology businesses over the past few months. Many businesses, like Twitter, Amazon, and Meta, have recently reduced their staff sizes. Even though it is heartbreaking to hear such news, it serves as a reminder that we should all be on guard in case something similar were to happen to any of us at any time. Are layoffs the start of a recession? It is quite hard to connect a recession or global slump to your career. Examine and evaluate your position independently. There are individuals who will lose their jobs for various causes. There are individuals employed by startups which may run out of money or experience a downturn. Therefore, your situation will be unique, and you must be prepared. Yes, there is a problem with the global and American recessions. And for the first time, this market, especially the United States, is experiencing inflation on a scale that is unprecedented in the sense that they have not seen inflation in the past 30 years. And for the first time, they experience the incredible price inflation to which we Indians are used. Therefore, the world has altered drastically for them. What influence will this have? What impact will it have on employment? The type of employment for which we are now recruiting in India can have significant repercussions for those working in software services companies and startups sponsored by venture capitalists in India. Therefore, a change of mind is possible. People can become anxious, and if they grow anxious about their future or just tighten the person, it will have repercussions. You will lose your work, and it will be quite difficult to endure what is occurring. Therefore, determine your position and prepare properly. How to prepare for job loss? It's time to be proactive. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. The first step is to assess your situation. What are your risks? What are the chances of you losing your job? How much will it cost to live if you lose your job? How much money do you have saved up in an emergency fund? Make liberal estimation better to have margin of error. Having a little more will always be helpful. Put a plan in motion to start saving for it. Once you know these things, you can start developing a plan to protect yourself from job loss. This means that we need to have an emergency fund set aside. We can save up money for this by having a side hustle and saving a percentage of our paycheck every month. The emergency fund should be enough to cover 6 months of expenses. This will allow us time to find a new job or start a business if needed. Emergency corpus is a relative thing. It depends on your circumstances. Make sure you have health insurance. Not having a job coincides with bad health. This can make it very difficult. Getting started is the biggest challenge when it comes to postponing your expenses. Where should you park your emergency money? Put some of your money aside in each of these 3 categories. You should work up to having all 3 of them eventually. The first thing to do is to have a little amount of cash on hand, either in your wallet or in a drawer or somewhere in the house. Have a fixed deposit account that allows for rapid withdrawals in the event of an unexpected crisis. It has to be in a sweep account, so that you may use your ATM card to take money from the account. The third strategy for maximizing returns involves investing some of your money in an ultra-short duration fund. If you have a crisis that requires help and you need money in a few days, it will create a considerable return while at the same time it will be accessible, and you will be able to get that money whenever you want it. What should be your investment strategy during a recession? Losing your job will also coincide with the market not doing well. Market tanking. That is why you should always have asset allocation. In good times, people forget about it, and in bad times, remembering it doesn't help. So that is why you should have asset allocation. The asset allocation principle should be very simple. When you don't need the money for 5-7 years, you should be substantially into equity. When you need the money in the next 3 to 5 years, you should be substantially into fixed income and nominally into equity. This makes sure that losing this will not give you a heartburn, because when you lose your job, that coincides with a falling market or a crumbling market, and that's when you see all your lifetime accommodation also going down in value. That is very disappointing. And that can also force you to do something which may be injurious to you financially, because that is the time when we panic and we try to pull our money out. And that is generally the wrong time. Having your asset allocation, sticking to it based on your situation rather than the state of the market is very important. So if you have your asset allocation, you will not panic and you will feel happy that you have it. I hope you've got your takeaways from this episode.